You know, as somebody who's grown up as a, you know, bleed the Force and midichlorians Star Wars fanatic since I was a child, it's always fun hearing stories about the behind the scenes stuff, like Steven Spielberg was actually on set of this day and so and all that kind of stuff. Well, we've got a Star Wars movie coming that I am more excited about than I've been for any Star Wars project in a while. And that is Sean Levy's Star Wars Starfighter. That's coming. I'm extremely stoked about it. It's got an incredible cast. It looks great. It's like the sounds of it is perfect. It looks like it's finally going to be kind of breaking new ground, all that kind of stuff. I'm excited to hear. Well, Sean Levy, who of course just recently did Deadpool and Wolverine. He just wrapped up Stranger Things. He's of course directing it. And apparently he just had somebody come on set and help him shoot some stuff by the name of Tom Cruise. Now this comes to us from Gizmodo, who writes the following. As a part of a brief profile of Levy published by the New York Times today, the paper revealed a delightfully odd fact from the set of the new film. Tom Cruise paid a visit and helped shoot a scene. Last week, Steven Spielberg was here, and now Tom Cruise is wielding a camera, ruining his very nice shoes, Levy said, saying that Cruise was initially there just to watch, but after Levy jokingly offered the chance for Cruise to get stuck in, he did. Now, when you see the movie, you'll know that part of it was shot by Tom Cruise. I mean, how cool is that? That's a fun factoid as is, letting Tom Cruise join an elite tier of people who've actually managed to help shoot a Star Wars movie since The Rise of Skywalker was released in 2019, more than some of the directors Lucasfilm has publicly hired to actually direct Star Wars movies in the last 7 years even. But what is interesting is the scene the Times says Cruise helped shoot. The paper describes what Levy and Cruise were filming as a lightsaber duel in the water. All right. So this is fascinating on a couple of things. First of all, we know, especially if you watch like a lot of the making of stuff of the recent Mission Impossible films and Top Gun Maverick, Cruise has kind of fallen in love with cinematography. He loves the shot, right? He loves getting the shot. And he's kind of infamous for doing whatever it takes, whatever danger that may involve, of doing whatever it takes to get the shot. And this, I can just picture this thing. By the way, how cool do you have to be in Hollywood to say, oh, they're shooting a Star Wars movie? I want to go visit the set as they're filming it. Who's Disney going to say yes to that to? Oh, Tom Cruise wants to come visit. Oh, sure. Yeah. Come on in, Tom Cruise.
It's a handful. He's one of them.
Yeah. How cool is it that Cruise, this guy who's just obsessed with the shot, they literally just had him in a camera and said, shoot it.
I remember one year, this is going back years, but the Academy Awards, he literally was just backstage and he's like, hey, I want to present this next one. And they let him just go do it. And he read off the teleprompter and he did it.
I mean, he's the guy. Now, that in and of itself is fascinating to me, that Cruise got to just take the camera, go in and shoot the scene. That's amazing. But then there's this other little seemingly throwaway tidbit of information that is like, wait a minute. Lightsaber duel? In all the stuff we've heard about Star Wars Starfighter, ain't nothing ever been mentioned about lightsabers. So the very fact that now we know for a fact that there's a lightsaber duel, it kind of leads some credence to some theories about this kid in it. Might be a force sensitive kid that needs to be protected or taken to a new Jedi Academy somewhere or whatever that may be. I mean, we could run wild with our speculation, but the very fact that there is a lightsaber duel involved, could we see Ryan Gosling's character as kind of like a Kanan from Rebels character, where was he or like what's the big Star Wars video game series right now? Force Unleashed? No, not Force Unleashed. The big popular one right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking of his name.
The one with the redhead dude who plays it. Anyway.
Oh,
Kestis,
Fallen Order.
Cal Kestis.
Yeah, Cal Kestis from Fallen Order.
Yeah,
not
like a bit of a Kanan or a Cal Kestis, where like maybe he, as a youngling, he had some force strength and he still got his lightsaber. They've kind of been there and done that before, but I'd be down for it. So anyway, so now not only is Tom Cruise on scene, like the guy who loves the shot running around shooting scenes, he's actually shooting an action sequence of a lightsaber duel. I find this absolutely fascinating. And Rob, You'll be happy to hear this. After this movie comes and goes in theaters, if they're still making physical media and this comes out on physical media, I will get this physical media thing just to see if they include that in the behind the scenes stuff of Tom Cruise actually on set shooting. I'll be there for it. Anyway, Rob, you heard about the story. You read the article. What's your takeaway from it?
Well, I mean, it doesn't surprise me, you know, that's how like Daniel Craig showed up as a stormtrooper. But with Tom Cruise, I mean, the one thing about actors, really good actors, Tom Cruise has been acting since before 1982. Risky Business was 43 years ago. So if there's one thing Tom Cruise knows how to do, it's find his lens and understand how an action scene is shot. I mean, we're 30 years into the Mission Impossible franchise, so he would understand. I mean, obviously there are union rules they would have to like turn a blind eye to, because you can't just have somebody use a camera on a set. So I'm sure everybody said it was okay. But it would be interesting because I'm sure Tom Cruise has a really good eye for a frame, you know, and having him, if especially maybe it was a multi-camera shoot where they were shooting both sides of a fight. And if he was, I would love to have a guy like Tom Cruise on my crew shooting an action scene, because the man knows. I mean, he's not, as a producer, as an actor, he's never directed a feature film before, but I could see him doing that. It wouldn't surprise me if he transitioned into it.
Oh, 100%.
You know,
100%. You can tell he's going to be a
surprised.
director.
I mean, I don't know why he hasn't, to be honest, at this point, but I could definitely see him doing that if he found something personal to him. But the camera, I just love the fact that, you know, he was over there he wasn't in England doing the Inarritu movie. So they're doing The Digger.
Right.
So he probably was, they might have been sharing a soundstage, or they could have been shooting at Pinewood together or something. And, hey, can I come visit you guys? So I think that's really cool. And first of all, who doesn't want to see I didn't know that I wanted to see a lightsaber duel in the water, but now I do. So I want to see, well, what does that look like? Like, what happens how do you fight in the water?
And if you dip your lightsaber while it's ignited in the water, will you electrocute the other guy? I don't know.
It just heats it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure
how
how
deep
the
are
energy of the Kyber crystal works.
And is it a lightsaber duel underwater?
Probably just means like on the water. It could be like low tide.
I know. I don't know. I don't know what it means.
We kind of saw something like that in The Greatest, which was The Rise of Skywalker. I mean, how could you forget?
That's true. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you know, hey, listen, as many thoughts that I have, all negative about The Rise of Skywalker, I will say, turn off the volume and just watch that scene.
Yeah.
Cinematically, it's a really good looking
really cool.
scene. It's a good looking scene. I'll give it that.
There's a lot of
I'll
great
give it
looking
that.
stuff in that movie.
Yeah, there is. Just got to hit mute.
Turn off the sound, though, is a perfect way to watch it.
Yeah.
Put on some EDM music, Tiesto or something.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, PrizePicks. Whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the very first time, trying something new can be tough. But on PrizePicks, it just feels great when your sports takes are right. With big playoff matchups happening every weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never really stops, and PrizePicks lets you take control. Ann and I both tried out PrizePicks a while ago, and we were honestly surprised by how simple it was to get started. I put my first lineup together in just minutes, and it genuinely made watching the games with my friends more fun because we were following our player projections all night, cheering for more or less. And there's a couple of features I really love. PrizePicks now has early payouts, so if your player gets off to a hot start, you can have the option to cash out before the game even finishes. And the new social feeds feature lets you share your prize picks with friends or even copy winning lineups with one click. Plus, if you like flexibility, you can choose Flex Play, or if you want the biggest potential prizes, go with Power Play. So download the PrizePicks app today and use the code Campea to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Campea to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. All right, guys. The question is for you. What do you think about this? This isn't a rumor. Like Sean Levy himself, the director of the film, saying, yeah, Tom Cruise is here. Got into it. I said, you should shoot some stuff. And he took him up on it. He picked up the camera, went in and shot a lightsaber fight for the movie. I think that's amazing. And now we've also learned that there are lightsabers in it. Does that mean there's going to be force? I mean, maybe it's a force sensitive. Maybe Ryan's character just collects old artifacts and has a lightsaber. I mean, who knows? Whatever you guys think about this, Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.